This is the Charlotte 49ers Spring Sports Special. This is the track and field segment. So, of course, we've got champions, this whole set, champions on the set today. We've got head coach Bob Olson, ninth season as head coach this year, correct? And then we've got champions over here, Amanda Getchis, who was an A-10 champion in cross country and the school record holder in the 5,000 meters. And we've got a champion on the end, Darius Law, who is the school record holder in the 400 meters and went to both of these folks actually have been to the NCAA championships in their respective sports. So let's jump right into it. I know one of the most festive days on campus is the day of a track meet. There are just so many people. There's so many colors from schools, and the buses are everywhere, and the place is just jam-packed. You'll host 2 events this year, and I do want to touch on that. Your facility is one of the finest in the Southeast. Let's talk about hosting a couple of events and what that's like. It's a little extra work for the coaches here because you can't just focus on your athletes and what they're doing because you've got to focus on facility and all those things. But what's track meet day like around here?
It is kind of like when the circus comes to town. We even set up tents on the infield, but no animals. But it's exciting. It's a great opportunity to showcase the campus, showcase the track. It's good service to the track and field community of the region. The meets that we do, we tend to try to keep a lot of opportunity, a lot of openness. Our big meet, the 49er Classic, is always at the beginning of the outdoor season, and so a lot of teams are looking for a lot of opportunity to get athletes in many events and not have a lot of restrictions on opening heights and minimums and things like that. And so it's just a great opportunity for track teams in the region to come in and get a good start to their outdoor season.
And then you host a one-day event closer to the end of outdoor season. What is that? It's a little more focused and things are a little more intense at that point.
Yes and no. It's the Charlotte Invitational, and we used to do this event in April years past, but the last couple of years with the calendar changing, number of weekends in the month of April and so forth, we got away from it, and this was a year where it looked like it was a good idea to try to reintroduce that event. Anytime you try to break back into the meet schedule for a year, it's a little bit tough because teams get into a pattern where they go to the same meet each year. And so it's going to be a small affair probably this first year back. It's 2 weeks out from our conference championship. We'd love to run on our home track. So regardless of the teams that come, we feel like we'll be able to produce some good performances on the home track. It'll be nice to have kind of an easy day. Not easy, but a little bit low pressure. We're going to be coming off of a couple of large relay competitions in the previous weeks. After the Charlotte Invitational, we'll have a weekend off, and then the conference championship and final exams. And so, being home that weekend, I think, is going to be a nice change for us.
That's a good segue into all the travel you guys go through. And I know you have athletes from all around the country. I know Amanda's from New Jersey. Talk about some of the different places over your couple of years here that you've gotten to see, the cities, the travel, the flights. How do you guys manage budgeting your time, getting ready for these things? But then again, when you're on the road, you still got to do your homework. You got to get ready for the exams. You got to do your projects and things like that. How tough is that?
It's a little bit hard, but I mean, bring your homework to the meet, and like during your downtime, you can sit there and start studying or working on homework or doing whatever you have to. But I mean, traveling's definitely fun. Bringing the work with you kind of brings it down a little bit, but I mean, you'll still get through it. It's hard, but I mean, if you're good with time and pretty focused, you'll be fine.
Speaking of times, good times for you in the 5,000 meters. I know that's one of the things that you guys have focused on for you in the track season. Obviously, cross country, all you do is distance. But talk about you and the other distance runners on this track team and what you guys feel like your contributions are.
I think we all work pretty hard. I mean, I love running the 5,000. I like it a lot. I like running it outdoor. Indoor's fun too. But we all work pretty hard. We're really close this year, and we're all really focused this year. We want to try to win conference and do everything that we can to be successful.
Points are scored in distance, not only just from the long distances, but the short distances, and a lot of points being scored all around. 4 straight conference championships, all 4 years in the A-10. You guys won the indoor and the outdoor on the women's side. How important is it to keep that tradition going here?
It's very important. Like, we don't want to let all the graduates down or anything like that. Like, we've won it since we've been in the conference, so that's definitely the goal.
5 championships on the men's side, Darius. Talk a little about the tradition that has been established here on the men's side and what you guys are hungry for this year.
We're definitely hungry to stay on top. Coming in as a freshman, there's a lot of tension, and there's a big rivalry between University of Rhode Island. It took a lot of leadership and a lot of hard work for our guys to prosper and win that championship in my first outdoor season. And right now, we're looking to just stay hungry. We're on top, but we understand we have to keep working hard because University of Temple is right behind us, and University of Rhode Island is still on us. So we want to make sure we keep working hard and not get complacent, because anything can happen on the championship day.
Now, one question about track that just, the thing about you guys, you have so many people. You have so many different personalities. You have the people that, you know, I'm going to bring my stuff. I'm going to leave my stuff. I'm going to practice at this time. I'm going to practice at this time. You have a whole lot of events going on. How do you manage it all from a head coach standpoint? I know you have a lot of staff to help you to break it down. I know you guys deal with different coaches on different things, but how do you manage a group that's large from all parts of the country, all different kinds of cultures and backgrounds? It seems like an interesting mesh that you all get to enjoy each other's company, but it's a lot of work behind the scenes.
It is difficult, and one additional dimension, we're really the only coaching staff in sport that is responsible for both genders within the sport, and so that adds just that much more difficulty. You know, like you said, we have a lot of staff. The sport naturally subdivides itself into some different areas, and so it's easy to kind of compartmentalize things and draw up responsibilities, but we really count on the student athletes to be very responsible. In our sport, you kind of have to be. When you go to a competition, bring up that circus analogy again, it's like a three-ring circus. Stuff's going on everywhere, and so even if you have a number of staff members, it's almost impossible to have somebody on staff everywhere at every moment, reminding the athlete to warm up or to do this drill or do that drill while you're still trying to watch a race that's ongoing and talk to somebody who's already had a race. And so, you know, fortunately in track and field at the collegiate level, the student athletes are pretty self-motivated, and they take it upon themselves to, you know, to help us keep everybody organized and productive.
We've sent a lot of athletes to the national stage, and I know that's a goal for this year. You sent Amanda to the National Cross Country Championships, Darius last year to the National Men's Outdoor Championships. Some more people perhaps off of this year's squad as you prepare for the 2010 outdoor season?
Sure, definitely. It's always the mission of the program is to be as successful at the conference level as possible, yet still advance people to that national championship. And we've graduated on the women's side some of our national representation, but you know, we still have folks that are ready to step up, and the men's team is very strong this year, a lot of young talent, and you know, we should see a couple of the old faces, but some new faces probably knocking on the door too to make it to that national stage.
It's fun to think when you first got here who you were looking up to. Now the young ones are looking up to you too. Good luck this year. Thanks so much for stepping off the track for a second and giving us a little insight into your season. Best of health, best of luck this year. Good luck. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Head coach Bob Olson, Amanda Getches, Darius Law, the track and field program. We wish them the best. And if you want to keep up with these fine student athletes all season long, just do it right here at the website, www.charlotte49ers.com. More of the Spring Sports Special coming up.